Okay guys, hi, welcome to Modern English Proficiency Level, lesson number 34. Today we're going to be talking about student relations, okay? Student relations. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and do the warm-up. So I want everybody to repeat after me. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Teacher hit me with the ruler. The ruler turned red and the teacher dropped dead. We all went marching on. Okay? Well, we're making fun of a song actually. I can't sing the song, and I'm not going to even try to sing the song. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the words here. Hallelujah. This just means like hallelujah. It just means yay, good, praise God. Teacher. What's the teacher? That's the person that teaches you, right? That's a teacher. Now, the teacher hits you. Hits you with something, right? And a ruler, what's a ruler? Well, that's a little piece of wood or a little piece of metal that you use to measure things, right? That's a ruler. The ruler turned red, okay, because you're bleeding, of course. The teacher dropped dead. So apparently the teacher is very frightened that the ruler turned red. So she dropped dead. She fell over dead, okay? Dropped dead. That just means you're standing here 1 minute, the next minute, you drop dead. You fall dead right where you are. And we all went marching on. Well, marching, this is an important word. What does marching mean? What does march mean? If you're marching, that means you're like a soldier, left, right, like that, walking in a very formal fashion, okay? Marching, walking along in step with other people. That's march. Okay? So let's do this one more time. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Teacher hit me with the ruler. The ruler turned red and the teacher dropped dead. We all went marching on. All right, let's take a look at the next part. Okay, guys, now it's time for a short quiz about the words that we just learned. First of all, what is a teacher? That's right, it's somebody that teaches you. Very good. Somebody that teaches you how to do something. Next question. What does the word hit mean? Very good. Hit. Like that. Next question. What's a ruler? That's right, a ruler is something you use to measure things. That's a ruler. Next question, if I say somebody dropped dead, what do I mean? That's right, it just means they fell down dead. They dropped dead. Last question, what is marching? What are you doing if you're marching? That's right, you're walking in step with a whole bunch of other people. Okay guys, now it's time to take a look at the interesting conversation. Got another conversation here instead of an interesting phrase part, but let's go ahead and read this part by part, okay? First of all, repeat after me. Hey, Dr. Weird, what are you doing this spring break? Going to Mexico. How about you? Can't. I can't. I have to do my intern. That sucks. Though I'm taking off to Italy for the summer right after finals. You lucky dog. I'm registered for summer classes. Nice talking to you. Gotta go. Later, big boy. Okay, so what are we talking about here? Well, spring break. What is spring break? This is just a short vacation. In the United States, at least, during the springtime, we get maybe a week or 2 weeks off of school during the springtime. That's called spring break. And a lot of people in the United States, at least college students, like to go somewhere else during the spring. Maybe go somewhere warm like Florida or to California for spring break. Just have a short vacation from school. Give you a little time to think before you have to start school again. That's spring break, okay? Also, Mexico. Where's Mexico? He's going to go to Mexico. Well, that's the country south of the United States, Mexico, okay? And, okay, I have to do my intern. Okay, first of all, intern. Intern, when you use it like this, it sounds like you're going to, it sounds like an intern would be somebody that works for you, like your secretary. It kind of sounds, actually, when you say it in this way, it sounds like you're going to have sex with your secretary. I'm going to do my intern. This isn't what we're trying to say, actually. What you want to say here probably is I have to do my internship. Your internship is when you have to work with a company. You don't get paid very much, but you learn how to do the job that you want to do after you get done with college, okay? That's an internship. Now, that sucks. If something sucks, it's not very good, right? And if you're taking off, I'm taking off to Italy. I'm leaving, right? I'm going somewhere. Italy, country, right? Italy, the country that looks like a boot, right? Yeah, and you lucky dog. If you call somebody a lucky dog, that just means you're such a lucky person. It means I'm envious of you. I wish I was doing the same thing. Finals. What are finals? Final tests. At the end of the year, you have to take your final test, the hard test at the end of the year. And registered. If you register for classes, that means you write down your name, you choose what classes you want, and you write down on a piece of paper. You register. So let's go ahead and do this whole thing one more time. Hey, Dr. Weird, what are you doing this spring break? Going to Mexico. How about you? I can't. I have to do my internship. That sucks. Though I'm taking off to Italy for the summer right after finals. You lucky dog, I'm registered for summer classes. Nice talking to you. Gotta go. Later, big boy. Okay, so remember, spring break, once again, that's a little time you get for vacation during the springtime. Mexico, country in south of the United States. Internship, that's when you have to work at a company for a while. You don't get paid very much, but you learn how to do the job that you're going to do after you graduate. Something sucks, it's no good. Taking off means I'm leaving. Finals are the final tests of the year, and registered means you signed up for the classes. You registered. All right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Okay, guys, now it's time to have a short quiz on the words that we just learned in the interesting conversation portion of today's lesson. First of all, what's spring break? That's right, spring break is the time of the year when you get a short vacation to go and travel. That's spring break. Next question, what is Mexico? That's right, Mexico is a country south of the United States. Next question, what is an internship? That's right, that's when you work for a company. You probably don't make very much money, but you do this during your college career, while you're still in college. You work for some company, you make a little bit of money, but you also learn the valuable skills that you need to know to work in that field. Next question, what does the phrase taking off mean? I'm taking off for America. That's right, that means I'm leaving. Very good. Next question, what does the word registered mean? If I say I'm registered for classes. That's right, this means I've signed up for classes. Last question, what are finals? That's right, these are the final tests during the year, the big tests you take before the school year is over.
How's the food today?
Don't ask. Then you won't be disappointed.
Oh, same old crappy food, huh?
You got it. I'm Jake, by the way.
Glad to meet you. I'm Sandra. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore, and you?
I'm a freshman. I'm a foreign student. I like to make new friends. Oh, hi, Betty. How did you like the lecture this morning?
Yeah, it was a refreshing change of pace. Have you met Tom yet?
No. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Sandra. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. This is Andy and Carla. And I'd like you to meet the head of the Student Relations Committee, Cindy.
I'm a senior here, so let me know if I can help you with anything.
Thanks, I will.
By the way, Sandra, Betty has mentioned you before. She says you're a whiz at math. Do you have any plans after class today? Do you want to get together and study with me?
Okay guys, welcome back. Now it's time to take a look at the 10 sentences, okay? So, we're talking about college, aren't we? We're talking about student relations, stuff about going to school, okay? So, first of all, let's do the first sentence, number 1. What year are you? Okay, one more time. What year are you? Alright, now this is an important question. When you go to school, usually you go to school for 4 years. You study at a university for 4 years. So, we have a special name for each of the 4 years. I bet you guys know most of these. First one, okay, when you're a first year student, that means that you are a freshman, okay? That's the first year student is a freshman. Second year student is what? Second year student is a sophomore, right? If you're the second year in college, you're a sophomore. Third is what? A junior. Third year in school is junior. And finally, fourth year student is a senior, okay? So we have freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, okay? So, if you're asking what year are you, you'd have to respond with, I'm a junior, or I'm a senior, or I'm a freshman, okay? So, that's the 4 levels. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Okay? So let's read that question one more time. What year are you? Okay, good. On to the next one, number 2. I'm new here. Can you help me find my way around here? Okay? One more time. I'm new here. Can you help me find my way around here? Okay, we don't need that last here at the end. Probably just, can you help me find my way around? Probably sounds much better. But, find my way around. What does this mean? This means I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Where's the library? I don't know where the library is. Where's the cafeteria? If you help somebody find their way around, it just means you point them in the right direction. You help them to not be lost anymore, okay? So let's do that one more time. I'm new here. Can you help me find my way around? Okay, good. On to the next one. Number 3. Can you explain this to me? Okay, one more time. Can you explain this to me? Alright, if you need somebody to explain something for you, that means you need them to tell you the meaning of it, right? So maybe you're doing some kind of report or you're doing some kind of homework and you don't understand what something means. You can turn to somebody and say, can you explain this to me? Can you help me understand something? Can you explain it? So, explain means what? Explain means to break it down into simple terms. Help somebody understand something, okay? So let's do that one more time. Can you explain this to me? Okay, excellent. Let's move on to the next one, okay? Number 4. Do you want to get together sometime and study? Okay, one more time. Do you want to get together sometime and study? Okay, so what's this mean? If you get together, that means meet with somebody. Get together. Go someplace with somebody or go to their place. Just get together. Connect to somebody, okay? Get together. And study, what is study? Well, study. What does it mean to study? When you study, it just means you're looking at your book. You're reading your book. You're trying to learn something because you have a test coming up, okay? That's study. So let's read that one more time. Do you want to get together sometime and study? Okay, good. Let's go on to the next one. Number 5. Can I borrow your notes? Okay, one more time. Can I borrow your notes? All right, so what does this mean? If you borrow something, it means you take it, but you're just going to use it for a while and give it back. Borrow something. And your notes. What are notes? Okay, this is important. When you're in a college classroom and your teacher is standing in front of you and blah, 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 talking about something, you have to usually take notes. You have to write down some of the things that the teacher says. That's called note-taking. You write down on a notebook, right? Or maybe your teacher is explaining something and writing things on the board. You should take notes. You should write down some of the stuff that your teacher is saying. So, that's what notes are. Most students take notes when they're going to class. So, maybe I wasn't at one of the classes. Maybe I wasn't at an important class. I was sick. I could ask you, can I borrow your notes? Can I look at the notes you took that day when I wasn't there? So let's do that one more time. Number 5. Can I borrow your notes? All right, great. Let's move on to the next one. Number 6. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, one more time. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. All right, so a senior, remember, that's the 4th year student. That's the highest in the college, right? The person that's oldest. So a senior probably knows pretty much everything about that college. They've been there for 4 years. So a senior would probably say this to a freshman. Let me help you with anything, okay? If you have some questions, you can ask me. So let's do that one more time. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, good. On to the next one. Number 7. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Okay, one more time. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Okay, what's it mean when you introduce somebody? That means I know somebody that you don't know. So I'm going to say, Steve, this is Joe. Joe, this is Steve. I know both of you, but you don't know each other. That's introduce, right? That's an introduction. I introduce you to somebody I know. Two people I know that don't know each other, I introduce them. I let them know each other. That's introduce, okay? So let's do that one more time. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Okay, good. On to the next one. Number 8. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? One more time. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? Okay, so remember, freshmen are what? First-year students. First-year students like to do a lot of partying in the United States because you have to meet people. When you're at school, a good way to meet people is to go to parties because you always meet new people. There's a lot of people packed into a very small room or a very small house, so a party is a good way to meet people. So let's go ahead and read that one more time. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? Okay, good. Let's go on to the next one, all right? Number 9. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. Okay, one more time. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. Well, what we're doing here is we're talking about cafeteria food, and I don't know. I went to a decent college, and I'm sure as heck that there was never a turkey dinner at my college on Sunday. What's a turkey? Well, it's a big bird, right? Like bigger than a chicken, but pretty expensive. If you eat a turkey dinner, this is usually something you'll eat just for maybe Thanksgiving or for Christmas. Now, my school did have a Christmas dinner, and it did have a Thanksgiving dinner. They gave us a little something better for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we did actually eat turkey during that time. But this is not something that you probably eat every Sunday. This is maybe just for very special occasions. You could get a turkey dinner, okay? So, let's go ahead and read that one more time. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. Okay, good. Let's look at the next one, number 10. Don't worry, freshman year is the hardest. Okay, well, a lot of people think that freshman year is the hardest. The first year of college would be the most difficult. I, on the other hand, thought that senior year, well, was one of the most difficult just because I had to try and figure out what I was going to do after I finished school. Freshman year, actually, was pretty fun. I mean, they kept you very busy. The school is hard. I mean, studying is hard. Adjusting to living in a new place is hard. But being busy is very good for you, too, because you don't have time to think about things very much. You always feel like you're busy. You feel tired, but it's not too bad. I thought senior year was pretty tough because I had to start thinking, what the heck am I going to do now? I'm done with school. But anyway, let's go ahead and read this one more time. Don't worry, freshman year is the hardest. So this is probably something you just say to somebody if they're saying, oh, school's so hard, I can't take it. You could say, well, this is just your first year. You haven't adjusted yet. You're not used to it yet. Freshman year is the hardest. All right, let's go through these one more time. First one, what year are you? Okay, one more time. What year are you? Good. So remember, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Okay? Number 2, I'm new here. Can you help me find my way around? Okay, and one more time. I'm new here. Can you help me find my way around? Now, if you want to help somebody find their way, you just show them the right way, right? Okay, on to the next one. Number 3, can you explain this to me? One more time. Can you explain this to me? What's explain mean? It means tell somebody the meaning, right? Help somebody understand the meaning. Explain it. Let's read that again. Can you explain this to me? Okay, good. Number 4, do you want to get together sometime and study? Okay, one more time. Do you want to get together sometime and study? What's get together? Meet with somebody else, right? Study is what? Well, read your textbook, read your notes, try and learn some stuff so you're ready for the test. That's study. Let's do that again. Do you want to get together sometime and study? Good. On to the next one. Number 5. Can I borrow your notes? One more time. Can I borrow your notes? Okay, good. So borrow means what? Borrow means use for a while and give back. Notes are what? This is what you write your notes. When you're listening to the teacher talk, you write down all the important things on a piece of paper. Those are your notes. So let's do that again. Can I borrow your notes? Okay, good. On to the next one. Number 6. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, one more time. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, so senior, remember, we have freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So senior is the 4th year student. Okay, so let's do that one more time. I'm a senior here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, good. On to the next one. Number 7. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Okay, one more time. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Now, introduce means what? Okay, I know this guy, I know this guy. They don't know each other. I'm going to put them together and say, Jack, this is John. John, this is Jack. Now they met each other, right? I introduced them. I put them together the first time, let them know each other. That's introduce. So let's read that one more time. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends. Okay, good. On to number 8. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? Okay, one more time. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? Now freshmen, remember, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So freshman is a first-year student, right? Okay, so one more time. There's a party tonight for freshmen. Do you want to come? All right, good. On to the next one, number 9. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. One more time. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. Now, a turkey dinner, this is just a meal where you eat turkey, right? You eat the big bird called a turkey. All right, so let's do it one more time. The turkey dinners on Sunday are great. You should try it. All right, and on to number 10. Don't worry, freshman year is the hardest. Okay, one more time. Don't worry, freshman year is the hardest. All right, remember freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. That's the levels in college, right? First year, second year, third year, fourth year. So freshman year is the hardest year, okay? All right, let's go on to the next part. Okay, now it's time to have our quiz on the 10 sentences. So first of all, tell me, what does it mean to study? If I want to study something, what's that mean? That's right, it means I'm going to read something and try to remember it. I want to learn something. Next question, what does it mean to borrow something? If you borrow something. That's right, if you borrow something, it means to take it and keep it for a while, but then give it back again. That's borrow something. Next question, what are notes? If you're in school and you take notes, what are we talking about? That's right, if you take notes, that means you write down the important things the teacher says. Those are your notes. Next question. If I say I'm a senior in a university, what year am I? That's right, I'm a fourth-year student. Very good. Next question, if I say I'm a junior in college, what year am I? That's right, this means I'm a third-year student in college. Next question, what is a turkey? That's right, a turkey is a type of bird. Okay guys, now it's time for the humor section, time for our joke. Today's joke is called, If I Had a Hammer. All right? A man is in court for murder, and the judge says, "You are charged with beating your wife to death with a hammer." A voice from the back of the courtroom says, "You bastard!" The judge continues, "You are also charged with beating your daughter to death with a hammer." Again, a voice from the back of the court says, "You bastard!" The judge says, "Now, we cannot have any more of those outbursts from you, or I'll have to charge you with contempt. What's the problem?" The man at the back of the court says, "For 15 years I lived next door to that bastard, and every time I asked to borrow a hammer, he said he didn't have one." Okay, now it's time for a little culture. Well, I think students in China and students in the United States are very similar. At least when I was a student, well, there's two kinds of students, okay? I think there's two kinds of students. One type of student is what's called a procrastinator, okay? That's the type of person that puts something off. Remember this word, procrastinate. That means to put something off, to do something at the last moment. Not to do something right away, but to wait a long time. Do it at the last moment. That's a procrastinator. There's another kind of student that will do things right away, the nice student. That's the person that will start writing their paper the day they get the assignment. They'll go to the library, get a whole bunch of books, take them home, read them, and do that assignment as quick as they possibly can. Well, I was one of the first kind of students. I was a procrastinator. Would wait till the last second to write a paper, or to the last second to read what I was supposed to read, or the last day to study for a test that was on the next day. I was a real procrastinator when I was in school. So if you're like me, you're probably familiar with what's known as cramming. When you cram for a test, well, even people that do things the right way can cram too. That just means you study very hard in a short period of time. You try to cram all that knowledge into your head right before the test. Okay? Now, if you are into cramming, you'll probably know you'll do what's called an all-nighter. You can maybe pull an all-nighter. When you do this, that means you stay up all night and you study for something, or you stay up all night and write a paper. Just means you stay awake all night and do something. You do an all-nighter. Boy, I did a couple of those when I was in college. Then go to class the next day, almost dead, almost tired, take that test, go home, and go right to sleep. But anyway, study sessions, study group. Maybe if you're in a study group, this is if you're taking a class and maybe a whole bunch of people in the class don't really understand it, you can get together with the other class members and form a study group. You can all talk about the same subject, maybe help each other to study. A study group can do other things too. You can help somebody study. I used to have a study group when I was in school. I had a few people that I'd always study with. Actually, I just had a partner that would help me, somebody that would help me study. We'd go to the library together. We'd say, we're going to stay here tonight until 9 o'clock and we're going to study. And if one person said, no, I can't make it, it's too much to do, the other person would say, you said 9 o'clock, you're going to stay here until 9 o'clock. There's no two ways about it. You're not going to argue about it this time. So, yeah, you could have a study partner, somebody that will study with you and push you on, make you keep working, make you not give up, make you study for that test. Sit there in the library for hours and hours and hours. Oh, all the awful memories of college are coming back now. Yeah, I'm the type of guy that said, well, I've often said this. I used to think that college was the best place on earth. You know, it's the best place to be in the entire world if it weren't for the tests and the papers. If it weren't for that, it would probably be the best time of my life. But now when I'm thinking about it, all those nights where I stayed up all night, cramming for that test, you know, pulling that all-nighter, studying so hard, working all night long, yeah, I don't really want to go back there. I don't miss it as much as I thought I did. But anyway, a couple words I wanted to teach you, okay? First of all, we have procrastination, when you put something off to the last minute, okay? You could say, I'm a procrastinator. That's the type of person that will put something off to the last minute, won't do something until the last moment. And what else do we want to say? Cram, right? You cram for a test. That means you study really hard in a short period of time. Finally, if you pull an all-nighter, right? That means you stay up all night, you study for that test. Okay, anyway, just a few things I wanted to talk about before we move on to the next part. Not a chance. Okay, one more time. Not a chance. Okay, what does this mean? Not a chance. Not a chance means there's no way this is going to happen. Now, if I ask you that same question, do you want to jump out the window and try to fly? You could say, not a chance. That just means there's no chance I want to do that. There's no way. Another way you could say is, no way. There's no way I will do that. Okay? So one more time, not a chance. Can I have $100? I'm really hungry and I want to buy some food. Not a chance. No way. Okay guys, time for the role play. So I need you guys to get into pairs. I need groups of 2, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to be going to Yale University, a famous college in the United States, and you're taking some summer classes, right? You're going to take some summer classes. So one of you is new to the college. You don't know your way around. The other person is going to be a Yalie. What does that mean? Well, simply somebody that's going to Yale, a student at Yale. So you don't know where your classes are. You have to ask the person that's more experienced than you are, where can I find this class? So use your imagination and try and give some directions to where that classroom is. So one of you is a new student, one of you is an old student. Do the role play. When you finish, switch roles. Do it the other way. Then we're going to go around the room. Everybody's going to try and do their role play. Okay? So groups of 2, get with a partner, do it. Okay guys, what I need now is I need you to get into groups of 4. Get into groups of 4, find some partners, and what you're going to do today is you're going to make your own role play. You get to think of your own subject. So try and think of a good scenario. What's a scenario? This is how the role play goes. This is the subject of the role play. So you can make it be about student relations, you can make it about school, or you can make it about any of the other lessons we've talked about so far. We're on lesson 34 today, so we've covered a lot of ground already. We've done a lot of sentences already. You should be able to make up your own role play by now. So get together with a group of 4, try and make your own role play. We'll give you a few minutes to do this. Oh, and remember, you have to keep it fun. If it's not fun, ooh, you're in trouble. So get together with a group of 4, make a role play, and then we're going to go around and everybody's going to do their role play. Hi everybody, welcome to Modern English Proficiency Level. I'm going to be your teacher for these series of lessons, 1 through 36, and well, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself before we get going. My name is Jake Massey, alright? I'm from the United States of America. I was born in the state of Minnesota. I went to school for an English degree. I have a degree in English literature and a degree in communications. So pretty